something I need from her.
You've got legs. Hammered again.
What a load did he say? She was clearly buying
Apparently my
time for her
greatest
fucking
sin is that I have such nice
Breasts.
breasts.
I was
and my
seeing
second
red, I
greatest
tell you.
is that I don't want to
I
show
might be
them.
scrawny.
I apologize.
Just imagine.
Good day to you. What brings you here?
Father, I need to ask you a few questions.
I don't have time for theological discussions, my son.
That's not why I'm here. My name's Henry, and I want someone killed and gutted a young maidservant and left her body lying by the city walls. And I hear it's not the first time this has happened.
Another one murdered. May the Lord grant her eternal rest. Why is it you ask?
Somebody is murdering maids here. We have to put an end to it.
Yes, yes, but those poor souls are already at God's side, and revenge never...
I don't want revenge. I want to stop more killing. That's a better reason, isn't it?
True enough. What do you need to know?
One of the other victims was a girl named Yarka. But I reckon you know that, don't you? What can you tell me about her?
About Yarka. She was an ordinary girl. She served the von Groll family.
Where did you know Yarka from?
I knew her since she was a little girl. Knew her family.
And?
I was her uncle. When my brother and his wife died, I took care of her.
You raised her? A priest with a child?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not the first of the clergy to have a child on the side. But at least everyone knew Yarka wasn't my own daughter.
How does that even work? Did you have her with you at the presbytery?
When she was small, I could. But when she grew up, she had to go. It wouldn't look right.
Who do you think killed her?
William, that pig of Satan. He gambles in the tavern on All Saints' Day and leads the locals astray. Yarka always went there to listen to music.
Why do you think it was William? Do you have any evidence?
Evidence? He's a skirt chaser, a tool of Satan. He messes with poor girls' heads.
And does anyone else come to mind? No other man spoke with her?
No, absolutely not.
Why don't you respect Lumiere?
That's my business. You needn't concern yourself about that. I won't tell you anything.
But this is important. Do I look like someone who's asking out of curiosity?
All right. Lumia accused me of her murder.
What?
Yes. He slandered me in public.
And how... What happened then?
It turned out he was deranged. How could he even think such a thing? He's finished in Kuttenberg.
I've heard enough,
Son, I'll give you some good advice. Don't listen to Lumia. That...
Are you deaf? I'm not giving you a thing.
God bless.
Good day.
God bless you.
Bottoms
Good
up.
hell!
A beer and a rag, please.
I reckon he's been sitting here a while.
Damn aching legs.
Christ, so much to do.
Good day to you.
Did Estanya work here?
Stanya. It depends on who's asking.
My name's Henry.
Names don't interest me. The main thing is whether it's a good guest or a bad guest asking. What kind of guest are you, Henry?
I'm a good guest.
Really? Let's see. Do you know how to recognize a good guest?
By the fact he spends a lot of coin?
Aye. I like talking to them kind of guests. A lot. So, what'll it be, my good man?
What if I simply paid you, and you... I want to know if Stanya worked here.
She did. And she don't know...
I heard she disappeared without a trace. So I'm trying to find out if anyone had anything to do with it.
It's possible. The chamber she was sleeping in here was totally ransacked. The door open. Everything emptied out. And Stanya was gone. All I found were bloody footprints.
Tell me something else.
First, you'll have another beer. Or is it time to pay?
What?
If you want to ask, you have to drink. Didn't you?
You're...
I prefer to be called an ent. So, what'll...
I'm getting tired of this. I'll give you the money up front, and that's all you'll get. Whether I'm a good guest or bad. Now you're gonna spill it.
All right.
Did anybody see what actually happened?
No, it was at night. Nobody saw or heard anything. The tavern tends to be empty at that hour. And you won't meet many people on the street, neither.
What was Stanya like?
A bold woman. One has to be here. Everyone's ballsy here unless you nib it in the bud right away. She was hanging around a bard for a while. I don't know how close they were, but she also had another suitor.
Someone from the city?
No, a charcoal burner. I heard he was from somewhere in the, Verchlitz Valley. I think his name was Barton?
What do you know about that bar?
What about him? He's a minstrel, a skirt chaser. What more can I say? He called himself William. As far as I know, he plays in the Miners' Tavern in the evenings. But sometimes he shows up...
You think he might have been the one?
Now that you mention it, he cleared out of town for a while and only came back not long ago. It could be. I know he met with some odd people and talked about God knows what. Besides, you know what minstrels are like. Lasses just flock to them. And like they say, opportunity...
Or in this case, a murderer. Apart from those men, did anyone else... I mean...
Well, I got bad news for you. She had two close friends, but you won't...
Why?
One was hit by a cart, even before Stanya disappeared. And she died. And the other one got married and moved away.
How did Stanya...
The door was wide open. Most of her things were gone, but some remained. And there was blood all over the place.
Blood?
Not so much, really. More like hand or footprints. But they were near everywhere. If someone done her in, they definitely didn't do it in that chain.
Where can I find this?
I already told you. In the Verchlitz Valley.
Could you be a bit more precise?
I don't know that bloke at all. All I know is, he's a... So if I was you, I'd look somewhere around the...
That's all I need to know.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
Take care, friend.
Do they pour the beer on the table?
What can I do?
Are you Sternad? The one that went with Zdenna?
Who the fuck are you?
Just an ordinary bloke who has some questions.
Well then, piss off. You won't get any answers here. All you're gonna get here is a kicking.
Better men have tried it than a...
Cock puller? Oh, I'll get you! Ah! Mercy! Leave me be!
Well?
Fuck yeah, damn it. What the hell do you want?
Talk!
The last time I saw her, it's a long time ago, she scored big. Everyone was fucking jealous. She just needed to pawn it off.
Do you remember what she managed to steal?
Mainly jewels, gold and silver. No bloody pewter. She had some fucking huge golden signet ring. A bloke could fuck for a whole month with something like that.
Do you know whose crest was on it?
I don't know, I'm no expert. But it were bloody expensive, that's for sure.
And where did she go with her loot? Do you know?
Well, she had some kind of arrangement with this fella called Pint from the mill. The one called Rabstein. She always took...
Do you know who she took it off?
She always said she found it on the street. That's because if the wrong ears hear it, you can end up in the shit. Or on the gallows, even.
Did she hang out with any men?
She liked to hang around with that crooner that plays for the miners in that taverner there. Made him sing songs. Oh, and once she got in a quarrel with that fucking priest Prokop. That was a laugh.
And what about this priest?
I don't know. He was blabbering some shit about finding her a job, only she didn't want it.
Could she have run away with...
I doubt it. He was a bit of a... He tried to be all mysterious and played a tough fella, but you could see he was lying. And then I could see...
Why do you think so?
Because he was getting on my nerves, so I cornered him in a dark alley one time. He ran away so fast, I bet he shit himself.
You have a kind master, eh, Doggy?